The captain embodies the business leaders who amass great personal wealth to the everlasting benefit of the nation. Their will towards personal gain, increased jobs and productivity while fueling innovation. Blah, blah, blah. Capitalism is a cult. It really is. It's a cult, and people get really high on it, and just come up with stupid, ridiculous shit like this. Like, honestly. Okay, I have some untold and unfathomable evil for you all. Hey everyone, I got something funny to talk to you about. Hey, you know the made-up land of Canada, the cartoon land? You know, the Imperial Core as they call it, with the Justin Trudeau, and now I guess the government's been propped up a little bit by the Jagmeet Singh. You've heard of Canada. I'm sure some of you have, at least. You've also probably heard of NFTs. Yes, you know NFTs, the massive scam to get people to pour a whole bunch of their own money into the cryptocurrency market so that people who have lots of money invested in cryptocurrency and manipulate the market can then do a little bit of a pullout, because again, you can't leave the Ponzi scheme unless more people are pouring money into the Ponzi scheme, right? Well, guess what? There is now a fusion of these two things, and it's just as ridiculous as you probably think. One of, if not the, largest newspapers in Canada, known as the National Post, which is, yes, it's a right-wing leaning newspaper publication, has decided to release and get into the NFT game. Now, they're a little late. They're a little late after all, because, I mean, it's getting kind of close to the NFTs are dying very rapidly phase, and everyone is realizing what a massive grift they are. And as much as people like Paris Hilton and Jimmy Fallon try to push NFTs, and Floyd Mayweather as well, or Jake Paul, or all these people, it seems more and more people are kind of getting wise to the grift and being like, well, you know, just owning the receipt of a URL that doesn't actually give me ownership over this image itself, but it's more of a link, a hyperlink to the image that could eventually just become a hyperlink to nothing if the servers themselves just decide to stop posting a file for lots of money. You know, tens of thousands of dollars is kind of silly, especially when you can right click an NFT and then copy it, and you'll have the exact same thing as the person who spent $10,000. But they do have the ability to resell it for lots of money on these markets, these open markets that are getting hacked to fucking shit. Hundreds of millions of dollars of NFTs are getting hacked and stolen. They are not secure. It is an absolute shit show. And it's one of those things where it's like, take the money and run. It kind of seems like, anyways, you got to see this. This has, I would say, this is peak NFT. This has to be the peakiest of NFT. Behold, the invisible hands of the free market, the NFT collection. That is correct. The National Post presents the Invisible Hand Society, a unique set of 6 NFTs featuring the most elite free market advocates. From its majestic boardroom atop the highest of financial centers, the society oversees the mysterious workings of supply and demand. Their guiding vision ensures capital flows unhindered, fueling the engines of prosperity. Buy your limited edition NFT today and be a part of the society's vision only from the Financial Post. We got Margaret Thatcher, that's right. In slapping people form, the Iron Lady herself sits proudly as a member of the Invisible Hand Society. Trained as a chemist and having worked briefly as a barrister, Thatcher became Prime Minister of the United Kingdom's Conservative Party before ascending to Prime Ministership. She loves making sure that orphans starve by not giving them milk. There, she proudly upholds neoliberalism against its many challengers, earning her the esteemed place within the society. Frederick Hayek, Milton Friedman, Adam Smith, and Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand, the Invisible Hand, NFT. This is not The Onion. It really reads like The Onion. It kind of reads like a Babylon Bee, if Babylon Bee was a lefty parody of what a right-winger would do. I mean, there's some layers going on there, but this seems like a really shitty parody of someone on the left saying like, hey, are conservatives going to release NFTs of like, I don't know, the free hands of the free market, and make one of Ayn Rand, and Ayn Rand. Known by her pen name to readers and admirers, Ayn Rand's fictional stridently defending the free market. Rand understood that individual rights, including property rights, were the foundation of a truly free society, and her novels influenced a multitude of political movements. She sits proudly as a member of society, but don't tell anyone that she actually accepted public money to pay for things, because yeah, sometimes that happens. And also, conservatives will be very quick to forget that she was pro-abortion rights. But hey, we'll skip that. And then, because they couldn't come up with another one, is there Reagan? I don't know. Anyone? But there's a fictional Captain Industry. The captain embodies the business leaders who amass great personal wealth to the everlasting benefit of the nation. Their will towards personal gain, increased jobs and productivity while fueling innovation. Blah, blah, blah. Capitalism is a cult. It really is. It's a cult, and people get really high on it and just come up with stupid, ridiculous shit like this. Like, honestly, this has to be the worst of, like, okay, you know what? I don't want to speak. This is not the worst NFT series that exists. There are the George Floyd ones, which are far more offensive, and I think they were made, like, Stone Toss has NFTs, so there's worse NFTs, okay? But this one seems like peak NFT in terms of, like, refusing one of the largest newspapers, I think owned by Conrad Black, who's basically like the Canadian Bernie Madoff. Sorry, not Bernie Madoff, Rupert Murdoch. So the largest newspaper in Canada releasing NFTs and making them about the free hand of the market. And the collection includes Margaret Thatcher and Ayn Rand. Like, just wild. Why no Pinochet one? I wonder why. Might be a bad look. Yeah, maybe it's an April Fool's thing. If it is an April Fool's thing, I guess they did it a couple days ahead of time. So there's that. If you bid on OpenSea, does this go? If it's an April Fool's thing, I mean, they're still selling them. I mean, even if they take a step back afterwards and go, it was an April Fool's joke. We got you, you silly lefties, you progressives. Well, yeah, we had to make the real NFT. No one would have believed us if we hadn't made the real NFTs and put them on the market. But we're joking. It was a joke. You know, they'll pull the rug on April 1st. Hey, that would be a good fucking play. They could say the whole thing. It was a joke. It was all a joke. It doesn't seem like a lot of them have moved too far past the asking price. Yeah, this is OpenSea.io. I mean, they're real. So if it's a joke, it's a real joke. That's for sure.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to conduct many a human sacrifices in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble yet incompetent jesters, trying in vain to bring some levity into your life. To our lord, Trevor R., we give you thanks for this meager plot of land for us to toil away our pathetic existence. To our brave knights, Carl Wauer, Tony, D.M. Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruben Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Nate, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tal, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We salute our mighty heroes off to conquest some bread in some far-off land.